Don't even ask me why I'm doing this video here, but yo, you see this lust and bloodthirst that seems to be happening, amongst the brothers or whatever the case is, nationwide in all the major cities. The murder rate is just sky high. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the murder rate is sky high. This bloodlust and bloodthirst, you know, for the physical lives of black men and black women. It's just out of control. You understand what I'm saying? It's out of control and it's unnecessary. There's a lot of, pressure that we facing and that we're under currently for all kind of reasons. You know what I mean? But at the same time, people, we can't destroy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's just like even down to the relationships that we have man to woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta treat each other better. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, because at the end of the day, we all we got, and we have to we gotta find a way to exist together as a people. You know what I mean? Because it's bigger than you, the individual. You know what I mean? And as I've said before, we gotta be on code like all these other nations of people. It's time to get on code. You understand what I'm saying? There's no reason. Nobody can give me no good reason for black people to kill each other. Don't tell me about no drugs. Don't tell me about no money. Don't tell me about no jealousy, no envy. You know what I mean? The thing is just out of control. You know what I'm saying? It's out of control. Where the fuck is the OGs at? You know what I'm saying? Y'all sanctioning this shit. You know what I'm saying? That these younger ones, these YGs is doing out here. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you know what I mean? Like, immediately, we gotta put the brakes on this shit, because it's just ridiculous. Do you know how many murders, black on black murders there are? You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna talk about the police murders, because that's not the subject of what I'm dealing with right now. I'm talking about black people killing black people. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, it's so off the chain. I mean, it's like it's a war. You know what I mean? We're losing more, black people from black on black murder than people fighting a war in Iraq and all these other places. We killing each other like nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, yo, at what point do you realize, like, yo, there's value in our lives? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what the stupidest shit is to me, right? The dumbest shit ever is, we all feeling it. You know what I'm saying? As black people, you know what I mean? We always feeling it. We always feeling it. We always feeling it. The pressure. You know what I'm saying? And because we live in close quarters and among each other, we take our anger and our frustrations out on each other. You understand what I'm saying? And people, it's just not right. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not right. You know what I mean? Like, it's so, when you really look at it on the scale that it's on, it's just so fucking sad. You know what I mean? It's so fucking sad. You know what I mean? We can't continue on this way. When are we gonna think about nationhood? When are we gonna think about, like, yo, B, you're killing a black mother's son, a black mother's daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that has to, I mean, where's the feeling, where's the empathy, towards what we're going through as a people? You know what I mean? Because it's like every man for himself, and that ain't no way to live. When you live like that, you're living like an animal. You understand what I'm saying? We have to find some kind of common ground that we can coexist and not kill each other like this. You know what I mean? Like it's really devastating to us as a people. You know what I mean? It's devastating. You know what I'm saying? We at war with ourselves. We at war with ourselves. You know, because if there's more black people dying at the hands of other black people, and with numbers that, when you look at the numbers, you would think this nation is at war. You understand what I'm saying? You would really think that black people are in a physical war, and it is a war. There's war on every level, every way you academic, spiritual, physical, mental, psychological, you know what I mean, propaganda wise, like on every level. So there is a war, but you're fighting against yourself. You're fighting against yourself. There's no wins in that. There's no wins in that. Yeah, people do stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? People do fuckery all the time. You understand what I'm saying? But yo, dude, life is, you can't get back life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know we're energy and all that. You can only kill the flesh and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But we got work to do for the nation. You understand what I'm saying? You're killing out the class of warriors. Those guys that's out there, you know, killing and murdering each other and all that. That's the warrior class. But what war are you fighting? What war are you fighting? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just look and I'm just like, man, this, every city, every major city, the murder rate is just skyrocketed through the fucking roof. You know what I mean? The thing is just out of control. You know, we got to worry about these people killing us, those people killing us, these people killing, like, and then we got to worry about our own. You understand what I'm saying? I'll never forget Kumo D. He had a verse in the self-destruction record, right? And he said, I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, so I shouldn't have to run from a black man. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? The pressure's on people, but you got to be mindful. You got to be mindful. Don't let the system of things maneuver us into self-hatred, you know, and maneuver us into self-genocide. Because if you look at the numbers, of murders that's happening black on black all across this country, put them all together, do you know how many people that is that's dying at our own hands? I mean, yo, let me tell you something. Even down to relationships, how we relate to one another, you know, from man to woman and all of that kind of thing, whether we're together or not, we got to treat each other better. We're going through the same shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're going through the same struggles, the same shit. You know what I mean? And then we're going to turn around and make it worse by killing each other when we all experiencing the same pain, the same depression, the same oppression, the same suppression. You know what I mean? I mean, yo, listen, all I could tell you is we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better. Like, we got to talk to each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody feeling it. You know what I mean? With communication is key. A lot of things can be talked out and, you know, like, and worked out. You know, when I think about it, right? I'm like, yo, this little, and I'm not saying that this is what most of the killing is due to, but it's one of the things that is a part of one of the reasons out of the whole thing. For me, there is no good reason, but here's the thing. Let's say drugs, for instance, right? Man, look at that shit. Look at that shit. This little fucking powder that you got in your hand, this little rock of powder or cocaine or whatever this shit is, this little powder, you're telling me that a person's, this powder, because of this, you're willing to exchange a person's life for this? You know, and then with the murdering of the domestic murders and things of that nature, right? Because somebody gave away, you know, sex or whatever the case is, right? Dude, there's like 1 million women out here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know love is difficult and you feel like you've been played and this, that, and the third and all of that, right? But dude, there is, first of all, first and foremost, there's like probably 10 women to every man, okay? You know what I mean? Like, this shit just don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? To kill a man over a woman, you know, to kill a man over some drugs, to kill a man over jealousy and envy, you know, kill a man just because you're having a bad day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, we're so detached from spirituality, not religion, because religion is not working. I'm going to tell you that right off the top. And I know people don't like when I get to talking about religion and all that because it step on some toes or whatever. But the shit ain't working. Because everybody that you see will subscribe to one religion or another. Everybody. You ask anybody on the street, anywhere you go, they're either going to tell you they're this or they're that or whatever the case is. And I always say, if over 90% of the people of the planet subscribe to one religion or another, and the basic foundations of most religions is pretty much, you know, like a peace kind of thing, right? Then why the fuck is there so much violence and you know, hatred and all of these kind of things if all of these religions were so good and all of these religions were teaching people such high morals and principles and things of that nature? Like, why is death and destruction running so rampant? You see what I'm saying? So to me, that just show is just evidence and proof that religion don't work. It's not working. You understand what I'm saying? We need to get back to spirituality. To be specific, for us as a people, African spirituality. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, people act like that shit is outdated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and this is where we're taking a terrible turn for the worse. You understand what I'm saying? We got COVID, we got police killings, we got we got bigger fish to fry. We need every able-bodied soldier that we can possibly have on the fucking battlefield. Whether they are whether they're a nurse, whether they're a doctor, whether they're a mechanic, whether they're an engineer, whether they're a scientist. You understand what I'm saying? Whether they're a builder, whether they're a teacher, a principal, whatever. It's all a part of, you know, being on the battlefield. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, and so the war is a multi-dimensional war. It's not just a physical gun-to-gun kind of thing. But you must understand that that is also a part of it. That is also a part of it, okay? You know, and when people put you in a position where your choice is very limited, you know what I mean? Then you have to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? We can't keep taking out our frustrations out on each other, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that's losing. Okay? We are losing. No man should be taking it out on a woman. No woman should be taking it out on a man. None of that. No man should be taking it out on the next man. No woman should be taking it out on the next woman. We have to have empathy towards each other based on our experiences, based on what we're going through as a people. You see what I mean? Because nobody's bigger than nobody else. You know what I mean? This shit, I don't know if people really feel like, you know, what they're doing is gangsterism. Nigga, get money. You understand what I'm saying? The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's a sport to kill niggas. Get money. You know what I'm saying? Build up your thing. You know what I'm saying? Get some training. Get some, you know, some type of military training. Some, you know what I mean? Like, get money and build. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all this other frivolous stuff, the murders and all this, that, and the third, it's a waste of time. It's all a big fucking waste of time. And I'm going to just say this straight up and down. The whole drug game is over with. So you can take that shit off the fucking table. The drug game is over with. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You might as well leave that shit alone and find another way to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Because the bottom line is, niggas in the game don't last. They never get rich. They end up in prison. They end up dead. You understand what I'm saying? You know, they you know, all for a few trinkets. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas that's sold drugs has been in prison or is in prison or is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of it. You know, and because we've been systematically maneuvered into a position where we feel hopeless, we tend to gravitate towards, you know, the thing that seems easiest. You see what I'm saying? But that shit don't have no lasting value. That shit is destructive and just destroy everything that's associated with it is destroyed. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Like, there's no if, and buts about it. Talk to some niggas. Talk to niggas that's did what they did back in the day and this, that, and the third. Because you need to know the pain that's involved with it. You need to know the pain that's involved with the real side of the shit. And when niggas go to jail or prison or whatever, man, listen. You by yourself. You understand on that journey. You understand what I'm saying? You know, even if you got one or two people that hang in there with you a little while, eventually all that shit fades. Out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? You know, that's the reality of it. There's nothing glamorous about the shit. You know what I mean? It comes with a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? And not to mention what's being done to the community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just, and I'm talking hard drugs. I'm talking hard drugs. You see what I'm saying? Like, we gotta, you know, the mindset has gotta be different, and we gotta stop glamorizing shit that we know is destructive to us as a people. You see what I'm saying? You know, we can't continue to just glamorize and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Scarface was a piece of shit. When you really look at what he did, the nigga betrayed the boss, the nigga killed his best friend, the nigga, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, but all niggas see is the glitz and the glamour, and niggas will never reach that level. Will never reach that fucking level. Never. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I don't know, man. I just know we gotta reset. You know what I'm saying? We gotta reset and come back at this thing again in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? Because the shit that how niggas is moving is not working. It's not working. It's destructive to them individually, and it's destructive to us as a nation of people. You know what I mean? At this point, You know, we're trying to save black masculinity, black manhood. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all hands on deck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all hands on deck with this shit because there's an all-out assault and attack on black masculinity. You know, and while you frolicking around and thinking this is cute and this, that, and the third, that's one of the most destructive things to your fucking nation. How the fuck some soft ass niggas gonna help fight in defense of the nation? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, it pains me because niggas got all the guns and the bullets and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? For another so-called nigga, right? Niggas got all the ammo and the, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got all kind of weapons. You understand what I'm saying? When it come on to murdering and killing each other. You understand what I'm saying? But then when it come on to defending your nation and the rights of your nation, and it come on to defending your woman and your children, niggas ain't got no bullets. Niggas ain't got no guns. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a major fucking problem. Cause nigga, if you could run out there and just kill a nigga because he owe you a few dollars, or cause he ran off with some drugs or some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? But you can't defend your own children and your woman against tyranny and oppression, against these white supremacists and, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I'ma tell you, like General Seti said, you a bitch ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's just straight up. You know what I mean? Like it or not. That's the reality of it. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. You know. And you can't be neutral in this day and time. There's no such thing as being neutral. You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because it's on and popping. It's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? There's no being neutral in the thing. You know what I'm saying? A line has to be drawn and a side has to be chosen.